Hello, my name is Grace Fido, and today I'm going to show you different things you can do to get the most out of your Smart Notebook. I've started with downloading a Smart Exchange lesson for second graders. Now, this lesson is really well made, but I think that there could be more added to make it even better. So, whoever created this meant for it to be used with grades K through second. I want it specified for second grade. The way I'm going to do that is by adding a teacher's page. This is a page where I, as the teacher, can lay out what should happen with this lesson. The teacher's page will also be helpful if, say, I have a sub on the day I wanted to teach this lesson. So what I'm going to do is add a new page. Now, I have notes next to me, so if you hear paper rustling, that's what it is. So, this button right here is your page sorter, and it's going to show you the order of all of your pages. So I'm going to go down to this little button right here, and I'm going to click, and it's going to add a new page. Now, I don't want my teacher's page to be this blank white sheet. So what you can do is you can go to the gallery, this little picture frame, and type in what you want to search, and it'll show up, and it'll be under background and themes, and you're just going to click on it and drag it. However, I had trouble with doing that, so what I did instead was this paper clip, which was an attachment. So I wanted mine to be a chalkboard, so I went online and I found a picture of a chalkboard, and I'm just going to click it and drag it. Okay, so I want this moved around, and I want it to fill up the whole screen. So I'm just going to play around with it a little bit. This little gray circle right here will help you to adjust the size. Okay, so that should do it. Alright, so this little drop down arrow is going to help me to handle this picture. So I can lock it in place so that when I submit this for other people to use, they can't move it around. Okay, so you just lock in place, right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to add a text box somehow. There it is. So, and here you can, change how your text looks. So, all right, so I'm going to title it Teacher's Page. So my teacher's page is going to have the subject, the topic, the grade level, and then different things like lesson notes, lesson objectives, the Common Core curriculum that the lesson covers and what students should already know and things like that. So, with this, you can then go and change, how it looks. Right here, you can make it when it loads. Give it time. You can change it to different fonts. Right? I like Arial, so I'm going to keep it with Arial. You can change the color of it. I think with this being a chalkboard, I'd like to stick to a white. Highlight the text first. Okay. All right. So There's a whole bunch of other things that you can do. You can just play around and make it unique and make it your own. But if you really like for example, I really like this, I don't want to, I want to use this teacher's page over and over again. So I'm going to go to my page sorter and I'm going to click on this little arrow. And it's going to have this little thing called Add Page to Gallery. Okay? So it may look like it's disappeared and you have no idea, you don't really know what I'm doing, but in my content, you're going to see one item, and that's going to be right there. So what you've basically just done is made this page a template, and you've made it to where you can just add it to any lesson you do if you need a teacher's page. So if you want to use this, but you forget where it is, and you want to search for it, you're going to go to this little drop-down arrow, and you're going to find Properties. So first thing is the title, and I'm going to title it Teacher's Page. Teacher's Page. So say I forget that I've made this and I'm stressing out because I can't find anything that really works with what I want. And I remember that I made this really cool teacher's page once upon a time, but I can't remember what it looks like or where I put it. I can add keywords here that will help me find it. So I'm going to put chalkboard, teacher's page, and I'm going to put background and wallpaper, right? And yep. Okay. So this is how you add the teacher's page. Okay. All right. Go back to page sorter just so we can see it. So since this teacher's page has nothing to do with students, I want it at the end of my notebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it here, and I'm going to drag it to the end. Drag it all the way to the end. Okay, but one more. But I don't want a teacher to have to go through this entire presentation just to find this page. So how do I find a happy medium? Well, by linking an image to the teacher's page. So I'm going to go back to the title page, this page right here, and I'm going to think of an image that I could put so that I could link it back to the end. So you could go to the gallery and you could search it and find an image. But like I said earlier, I was having a lot of trouble with that. So I did an attachment. And I thought, well, teacher's page, schoolhouse, I would do a little schoolhouse. I'm going to click. I'm just going to drag. Now that is really big. So I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. And if it'll let me, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to make this kind of small. I think I'm going to put it here, make it a little smaller. Okay, this little green circle here is so you can like rotate it back and forth, and I think I'm going to rotate it like that. Okay, so how we're going to do that is we've got an image right here, and we're going to take this little drop down arrow and we're going to go to link, which is the third to last right here. And so you have 4 options. You can do it in the web page, a page in this file, or a file in your computer, or just an attachment. So because I want it linked to my teacher's page, I'm going to go with a page in this file. Okay, so this is your pages that you have. I think there's my teacher's page, right? The very last page. Now this launch by clicking is just where you're going to click in order to get to the teacher's page. So what you want to do is you want to click on the object to send you to the teacher's page. And you're just going to say insert link. And now, you see how your mouse goes from a cursor to a little hand? There you are. Okay, so going back to my page sorter, so you see all of these games and activities that students can do as a whole group setting? Well, I want my students to know that I am proud of them for getting everything right. So I'm going to add the sound of applause. Okay. So the way you can do that is you're going to want to find another image. So I forgot to grab an image for that. So I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to go clapping. Okay. I think I want it as a comic. Alright, so this looks like a good one. So I'm just going to put it on my desktop, rename it so I can find it. Right, so I'm going to minimize that, then we're going to go here. So this is how you get a link from your computer, and this is one you'll get from the internet. So right there. Okay, and then I'll do like I did with everything else. I want to make that a little smaller. No, I'm just going to put it right at the top. I think I want to make it turn a little bit. Put it right there at the top. So how we're going to link this to a sound is we're going to click on it, and then we're going to click on the drop-down menu, and instead of putting link like we did for the last one, we're going to do sound. Now, we could either do a sound recording that you already have saved onto your computer, or you can do one from file. So I'm going to do one from file. And this is one that you can record. So like if you wanted to actually do personal clapping, you can record that. But I'm going to do one from my file. I think I don't have one. But if I did, I would just insert it. And you'd want to do by the pressing on the object to activate the sound. And then you would just attach sound right there. Okay? But because I don't have a sound saved, I thought I did, but I guess I don't. I'm not going to do that. Right? And I want this to always be there, even if I share this with other teachers. So I am going to lock this down. Okay? So, say my teacher's page, the one I had all the way at the end. I want this chalkboard, this background, to be applied to like other lessons. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this, I'm going to take this text, and I'm going to delete it. Okay? So there's a format button. This format button right here, you're going to click it and you're going to go down to themes. So creating a new theme is, pretty self-explanatory. You're going to see a blank canvas and you're going to start from that. But I want to create a new theme from this page. So this is what it is. So this is what it's going to look like. This theme text style here is where I can go in and change the font. So say I actually want it to, because I like things to match, I'm going to do chalkboard. And I want the text to be white. So, and we'll make it a little bigger. Not that big. Okay, so what this means is that every time you insert this theme, this wallpaper, whenever you go to type, this theme text style, this font and size and color will always show up, no matter what, unless you go in and change it. So I'm going to change the title to chalkboard. And then save it. So everything that you save, you can find in the My Content. Okay? So there's backgrounds and themes. Okay? All right. So once you have a completed lesson that you're just, you're super proud of and you don't want to do anything to it, you're going to want to back it up, because we all know how technology could be, especially smart boards, that they just want to break all the time. So you're going to go to your gallery tab in your My Content folder. Okay? And you're going to do this little drop-down menu. You're going to export it as a collection file. Now, this is something that you're going to want to save to a flash drive, because if something happens to the smartboard technology, and they're going to have to take your computer, and you might lose it. So you're going to want to save it to a flash drive. So you're going to export it as a collection file, and you're going to save it to a device, a removable disk or something. I don't have one plugged in, so I'm not going to do that, but you just save it and everything. Okay? And then when you get it back, you'll just open a new smart notebook, and you'll go to My Content. You go to the drop-down menu and Add to My Content. You'll find the file and open it up. Okay, I think that was everything. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. Thank you.